gentlemen, welcome back to Bjornholm, where today, continuing the plant barley. I have field 38 is cleaned up and fully planted. We're working on field, did I say 28? Field 38 is fully planted now. I cleaned up I've cleaned up mistakes, horseplay made. Sorry if you hear me getting aggravated, it's because the game is lagging like mad today. Oh my god! I don't know. There we go. If you hear me getting a bit aggravated, it's because... Come on. If you hear me getting aggravated, it's because the game just doesn't want to work properly today. For whatever reason. This is why I want to get rid of these trees, by the way. It's just in the way when I need to do seeding. I'm not going to cut this video, I'm not going to edit this video so that these lag spikes are gone. I want you guys to see just how bad it is. And I think I know why it's happening, and it's probably my own fault, but it's so infuriating. It's just so annoying having to do with the game randomly stopping while you're trying to do things and trying to record and trying to talk and all of this. And I'm pretty sure I know why it's happening. It's probably my own fault, but a lot of other games don't have the same issue, which is what confuses me. Actually, I don't record most other games, so the issue is probably just on my end. What date is it today? Just out of curiosity. The 5th. Huh. Now you know when I'm recording. Oops. There's a reason I checked the date. Minecraft announced a while back, Mojang/Microsoft, they announced that name changes would be a thing in Minecraft, and I was holding off until they were, and they became a thing yesterday for me. So my question to you guys is, would you like to see some Minecraft on the channel? I know it's something that almost every gaming channel has, is, you know, a Minecraft series of some description. I want to be different, but at the same time I want views, so and I have to make my decision based on views, I suppose. Yeah, would you like to see Minecraft on the channel? I'm not great at the game, I'm terrible at the game, I have a tendency of just flattening islands and then going into a new world to flatten another island. But I'd like to try and experiment with an actual LP style play style, so I think it'd be cool if it'd be interesting anyway to see how well I do with actual progression in the game and trying to beat the dragon and learning redstone, because I never bothered and I just can't get my head around the mechanics of it. But yeah, would you like to see Minecraft is kind of the question of the day, because I can change my Minecraft username. Actually, we wouldn't need to, considering things that are going on. More on that later in this video. But yes, it is a thing that I've been considering for a while, and I think it would be nice to have another game on the channel just so that I'm branching out and not relying on farm sim. Tried it with KSP and that failed miserably, so I'm gonna try it again with Minecraft. I would have tried with Euro Truck, but my Xbox controller has decided it wants to knock out everything on my computer whenever I plug it in. So that's not really an option. I'm not sure why it happens, but it happens. But yes, Minecraft could be a thing if you want it to be. So if you want Minecraft on this channel, I'm not too bothered either way. But leave a comment giving your thoughts. I'd like to hear your thoughts on Minecraft. I still want suggestions for rules, by the way. I'll be going to episode 50 in this series, so episode 45 will be the end of suggestions for rules. There's not too many episodes left until then. So get your suggestions in now if you want me to consider it. Nothing too insane, nothing like, no offense Frozen Gamer, but nothing like see the entire map in grass and then plough it afterwards, because that just takes too much time, and that's something that I just don't have enough of. Quite frankly, I'd never have enough time to do all of the things that I want to do. Today is a good example. I'm going to be running around like a headless chicken immediately after this video is recorded. So, I think it's time to act on something I said in the last video, and that's kind of why I'm doing something a bit boring and seeding, is because it doesn't need too much concentration on my part, and I can talk about whatever I want while it's happening. So, at the end of the last video I said I'd make an announcement today, and the reason I didn't make it yesterday in the last video is because, well, I didn't think about it until 20 minutes into the video, at which point I didn't want to be spending another 10 minutes talking about the announcement and all of the related things. So this is a lot going on today, and it's kind of somewhat planned, somewhat unplanned, and I've got to be careful about what I say. So, first things first. I even alluded to this at the start of the video today. I said at the end of the last video, today you guys get to know my name, my actual name, and there's a reason for this, and I'll get to it. My name is James Howland, and the reason I'm telling you this is because I'm able to talk about the project. You know, the one that I've been alluding to for the last 2 weeks. And this is the reason that I won't be doing maps in Farm Sim 15, more than likely. But that could change depending on how things go. So, I told you my name because the project I'm working on is actually a game. I obviously can't go into much detail about it because it's still in the very, very early stages of development. As in, we don't have most of the game really thought. We're still working on designs for things, and that's about all I can say about that, I think. Oh, don't lag out on me now, game. There we go. We're still working on designs and things and ideas, but the reason I am allowed to talk, number one, is because I'm the only one, well, I'm one of only 2 people on the team who has a YouTube channel, and the other one hasn't been using it because he's been very busy working on the game. I've been given dispensation, kind of, but my role also allows me to do this. And my role in the project is I'm going to be the community manager or the game. So it might mean in the future that my videos become less and less, probably a bit less frequent, potentially, and a lot more rushed. I may end up just doing a ridiculously long series for reasons of something has happened and I really need to make a lot of videos very quickly. But this channel isn't going to go away. It might be forced into some somewhat unplanned breaks from time to time due to commitments with the game, but it's not going to go away completely. This will still be my personal YouTube channel. It won't turn into possibly could, but it won't turn into everything about the game is going to be here. No, this is going to be my YouTube channel. I'm going to put what I want to put on it, and yes, it will involve the game, some stuff about the game, obviously. I mean, I'll be working on it. I've actually been helping with it for the last couple of weeks, and when there's stuff that I can show, I'll be showing it. Right now I can't show anything. I can talk about it in very vague terms, but that's about it. But one of the reasons, obviously, as community manager, and I'm good friends with the head developer / CEO of the company that I'm working with. One of the reasons that I'm able to talk is because in a couple of months, yesterday we started, I'm not going to say how long, but in the relatively near future, we will be starting a crowdfunding campaign for the game, and the details of that haven't been completely thought out, but it'll be in a couple of months most likely, and I really don't know how much I'm able to say, because I'm under NDA for the game, because it's really early in development. But what I can say, I believe, is that it is going to be an MMO, and I am being very careful what I'm saying so I don't get into trouble. It's going to be an MMO, and I can't go into details about any of the mechanics of it quite yet, primarily because we don't have the details worked out. But I think I've made it clear that I'm not really a big fan of multiplayer games and MMOs. I have been playing them recently. It's kind of a research thing, just to see what they're doing. You know, I'm looking at them very hypercritically. I've been playing Star Trek Online, which was just pretty much, in most aspects, how not to make an MMO. The servers were terrible, QA was terrible, customer support was terrible, and events were broken. We went into Archage then, myself and my friend who's in charge of the game project. We went into Archage, or Arcade, however you say it. He didn't like it because it was a Dungeons and Dragons clone, which is fair enough, I can accept it. He prefers Dungeons and Dragons proper. And then we went into, we've been playing it recently, Star Wars The Old Republic. And I'm of well, I don't have a massive amount of money to my name, is the long and the short of it here, and the reason I'm saying this is I prefer, personally to play free-to-play games, or games that have an option of free-to-play. And the Old Republic does have an option of free-to-play, which is fine. However, if you're not a subscriber, or as they call it, a preferred member, in other words, if you're a completely free-to-play account, you can't sprint until you hit level 10, which takes about 4 hours. Now, if you know about Star Wars, I'm actually playing on the Republic side of the game, which means I'm a Jedi, so for the first 10 levels in the game, you are a Padawan. I didn't know that Padawans weren't allowed to sprint, apparently, unless they paid something silly like $20 a month, or whatever the subscription fee is. Apparently you can also get sprinting and that sort of stuff by buying the expansions for the game. But no. I can accept the paywall stuff if it's not immersion breaking, which, you know, oh, you're not level 10 yet? Well, you can't sprint, I'm sorry. You're going to have to go really slowly around the game until you hit level 10. Then you can run slightly faster. That's just... No, that's not how you do... That's not how you do it. This is something that really ticked me off. I think it was the mission that got me up to level 10, actually. There was one mission, and the reward was a lockbox, which, okay, you know, games give you random rewards. That's, well, pre-scripted rewards. You know, essentially random things. And on the lockbox, there was this little icon, and when I moused over the icon, it said, subscribers get to choose from the rewards. In other words, because you didn't pay us, you're not getting this. What? There was another mission, and it gave me a customization kit for my companion, which is a little robot, or R2D2 style robot. And because I didn't pay anything for the game, I got an item in my inventory which was small and I couldn't get rid of it. No, I could get rid of it eventually, as I found out, but it was just this item taking up one inventory slot, and my inventory is tiny, and I tried to use it and I said, no, you didn't pay for the game, you didn't give us money, you can't use this, what are you thinking? What? BioWare! This is not how you make a game! I realise I'm talking to the people who made... I think so anyway, I think it was BioWare made Dragon Age Inquisition, or Dragon Age, I think that's them. I'm talking to the people who thought putting a DLC merchant in your party in the game to sell you horse armor was a good idea. And by the way, this was after, I'm not even kidding here, after the game overloaded the drivers from my graphics card, causing one of my screens to turn off. The game was so badly optimized and so badly implemented, it broke my computer. Now my friend who I was playing with, who's essentially my boss, also a good friend of mine, he actually rang BioWare's customer support and they apologized to me. Needless to say, I'm not very impressed with BioWare for all of the pay-to-play nonsense they're doing. But I can accept an apology. I'm not gonna bitch too hard. They're not Nintendo, for God's sakes. They're not. Don't get me started on Nintendo. Do not get me started on Nintendo. But yeah, I've been playing MMOs just to see, because you might have noticed this with some of my map spotlights and my criticisms of, well, FS15 in general. I'm a bit of a cynic. I look at things very cynically. I'm not like Total Biscuit. If I like a game, I really like a game, and I will play it. Yes, I'm playing a lot of Farming Sim 15. I do like this game. I like the game. I don't like the bugs. Giants need to fix the bugs. There's a reason I'm playing the game in such a conservative way. It's so that I don't aggravate the game. And I know that with the forestry equipment, I'm running the risk of doing so. I know that with the big selling point of the game, I'm running the risk of breaking the game. Giants, why is your selling point broken? Why is your big selling point of the game broken? Because that should be the thing that works the best. I mean, yes, all of the farming equipment mostly works kind of. Roundhouse still needs some work, bales need some work, giants. But the forestry equipment, yeah, I did get a ghost log at one point yesterday. That wasn't yesterday, I was tidying my room yesterday. At one point when I was cleaning up the logs that I had felled, the trees that I felled, I did get a ghost log, and I had to immediately run to the sell point and start smashing the logs with the crane on the trailer. Which, by the way, I shouldn't have to do. Shouldn't have to be doing that. Giants have made the filthy tip trigger so bizarre in the log sales that it doesn't work properly. So I have to slam all of the logs with the crane of the trailer to try and get them to sell. I have to actually force them through the bottom of the trailer. I have to glitch the logs through to unglitch the game. Thanks, Giants. But yeah, that's not saying I don't like the game. I do like the game. I just get really, really, really annoyed with bugs. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and if a bug's funny, I can deal with it. Skyrim, the giants, if you've played Skyrim, you'll know that the giants are not to be trifled with, especially their clubs, because they will launch you into orbit. That wasn't intended. That giant's club thing in Skyrim, that was a bug. That was a bug so funny and so brilliant that it was kept in the game because everybody loved it. And that's kind of bug that should be left in the game. Is, you know, the funny ones that people can make YouTube videos about that aren't just, look at how broken it is, look at it, look at this, no, it is not right. Yeah, something you can laugh at is a good bug. It should be left in the game. Something that just infuriates you should be get out. Should, unless it's intended. Something that infuriates you should be get out. Okay. I'm gonna leave it here because I've been napping about games in general for the last 25 minutes. This has been a very vloggy episode, hasn't it? A very podcasty episode. I think that's going to be the title, is just a very merry podcast or something. But there were a lot of things that needed to be said by me and explained a bit further as to why I'm always complaining about the game, this game, and I'm still playing it. I actually really enjoy the game. I just don't like the bugs. I think Giants really dropped the ball. Also, modders, please stop making more mods. I'm a very patient person, but I'd like to see more mods coming out, I really would. I know a lot of mods are waiting for Giants to fix the damn game, which I can accept. So, I think I'm going to leave it here. For real this time. For real though. I'm going to leave it here. So, I have been Rainbow Dave. Please continue referring to me as such. Please. I'm only James when I'm talking about the game project. For you guys, I am Rainbow Dave, and this is my professional name. I'm not very professional on YouTube. Please comment, like, subscribe, and all that nonsense that every YouTuber always wants you to do. They do help, so I want you to do it too. Please, please. I will love you. You will get hugs if I ever meet any of you. And you will know me eventually. My face will be revealed sooner or later. And if you ever meet me, you will get a hug for liking or subscribing or even posting a comment or just asking for one. I like those. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for putting up with my nonsense. If you got this far in the video, if you got to the end of the video and saw the whole thing, I want you to post in the comments, just for my own entertainment. My name is Princess Consuela Banana. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching once again, and goodbye, Consuela. You're a wonderful princess.